Hello, hi, my name is Bianca and welcome to Daveytontv, guys. I'm excited because I love food and so today I have a special guest for you guys. That's good. I'm gonna allow him to introduce himself. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you? Hi,
Thanks.
Okay, so please introduce yourselves to that.
Sure. My name is Mpho, surname Ndlovu. Lately I go under the moniker Spiceman. I am a business owner. I'm the founder of the Blaze Foods. It's a food production company. At the moment we still focused on spices, herbs, but as time goes on we're looking to add more products to our product range. And I'm the creator of Date, the Diary of a Township Entrepreneur, where basically the idea came about me thinking that there's a lot of stories that entrepreneurs have in their journeys, and most of the time we get to hear those stories when people have made it. So I saw the gap in between there, so to maybe decide to get the stories from the ground up as they happen in real time and document that. And yeah, that's me.
Okay, so fascinating. So let's start with the spices. So what's the inspiration behind all of this?
The Blaze Foods.
Yes.
So I love food. Everybody loves food. So the Blaze Foods initially was a business that's focused more on flavor, and that was until one customer came to the store and told me about how turmeric powder helped them with their joint pain.
Oh, okay.
So that story changed the way I ran my things and my focus, because now it was more than just flavor, but about providing education, bringing health to the township, and flavor all working together at the same time. So that's how it came about. Yeah.
Okay,
Did I answer your question?
Very much so. So I remember seeing this shop for the first time. I found it very fascinating how you package these things. I mean, look at this. Look at this guy.
Beautiful.
Look at this guy. I cannot stop raving about this.
Yeah.
So what is the inspiration behind the entire packaging?
So normally spices come in transparent plastics and dull, nothing attractive. So I decided I should use these pouches, and I don't know. There really is no story behind it. It's just it looks good, and I thought maybe I should use this, and it looks different. I haven't seen many people selling spices using these exact same things. Maybe this, but yeah.
Okay, so which one is your favorite? Which is your favorite spice?
My favorite spice is this one. Moringa powder. Yeah.
Weight loss. Why weight loss?
Yeah, weight loss, and not only weight loss, it also works with things like if you breastfeeding as a woman, it helps with milk, and not only that, but it helps with men's health matters.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You learn every day.
Yeah.
You learn.
Yeah. So a spoon a day, mix it with porridge or whatever you prefer to mix it with, and yeah.
You learn every day, guys. Okay, so now as a township entrepreneur, what's your take on the environment? Yeah, Kasi economy, because I mean people are saying Kasi economy is non-existent. Do you feel like that is true or not?
The Kasi is a huge economy, because Amamol, they all come here, all these stores are here, and they survive. They survive, and it's because of us. And my thoughts on the whole thing as a whole is that normally when someone comes up with an idea that's different or innovative, instead of people around the Kasi trying to compete and stuff, rather I think we should collaborate. Because this other time I got a call from this guy Mpho, hey man, the spices are how you, and I was happy because give feedback. Your spices are good, So now, hey, so regularly spices a thing. He was like barbecue, and I was like, okay, barbecue. That's that's cliche, but okay. And then after the compliments, he was like, okay, so tell me, who do you reckon spices are how? So I didn't like that. Instead of the guy actually coming to me and saying, okay, your things look good, and how can I invest? How can we work together? He wants to open another spice thing. And now we end up having Gokasi, like 1,000 insignificant spice shops instead of having maybe 2 or 3 that are worth a significant amount of money. So that's my whole take on township entrepreneurship. We need to work together more instead of collaborating. Less quota spots, and let's actually have maybe 10 here at least, and then focus on that. Make sure like goodies, and we invest in those few that exist instead of trying to
all of us doing the same
thing, and then the market gets
saturated.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So yeah. But there's money in the township, there's an economy, and all these malls come to the townships and they survive.
Okay, so now you spoke about your podcast, your new podcast. So how many people have you come across, and what are some of the interesting stories that you've seen?
So far there's I have like a handful of people that want to be a part of the podcast in terms of being interviewed and sharing stories about their businesses.
Beautiful.
But what I've realized is that a lot of us have the same stories. Like we don't have funding. Lack of support. It's the same stories, but the beautiful thing about it is that we experience the same things differently, and everyone has their own experiences, the way they see things. And that's the I guess the important factor about it. We can have the same experiences, but how we receive it and how it shapes us and changes is different. So lack of funding, lack of support, those are the main stories I've heard about. But
okay, so what was one standout person that you've come across in the podcast journey?
Okay, there's 2.
Okay, yeah.
First, I think I met this guy last week. His name is Jonas.
Yeah.
He did this app called Alles. So this app, you can borrow stuff on there. So there was a time where I needed some stuff, equipment and all those things. And then he came here, told me about the app. On this app, if you look at a camera, you can go on the app, request the camera, and then obviously his app Alias takes a percentage on that and all that other stuff I'm not sure about. But I thought it was a brilliant idea, or like having an app to borrow things.
It's a great
idea.
And
the name of the app is Alias, so everything there. There's cameras, there's TVs, laptops, and things. So the app is there. You borrow stuff, get things, you get the stuff you borrowed, you use, and then you return them. So I found that idea very interesting.
Wow.
I mean, the other guy, Kizuko, so he's the CEO of Spaza Express. Interesting story. Tells me about how he started, the failures he's faced in life, and all those things. He actually used to have a store in Machuking, and then that closed down, and it's a whole story on its own. So those are the 2 most interesting stories I've encountered so far to date. And there's many more. So we're looking to bring in not only Batuba still hustling on the ground, but people being established and people who are perhaps legends in the township economy space. So there's I'm not sure if you know these guys. There's this sorry for saying these guys, because give it to Baba Hole. There's Otate Jigeleza Kumado, Jigs. I'm sure you've heard of him.
I have.
Rajo, we all know those guys.
Those guys,
we don't know
legends. We don't know the story.
We don't know. So those are the type of people I'm trying to get on the show, and hopefully they watch this and
and they like.
Because I think there's a story behind each and every one of those. I mean, they're famous, we all know them, but we don't know where they come from, and how. And I believe they have some knowledge but we share with people but still starting out business entrepreneurship. So yeah, I hope they see this and they come through. Please
see this and okay. So guys, I love the concept of your podcast because all podcasts are discussing now is just nonsense. I feel like podcasts have become like a nonsense thing. So I cannot wait for your podcast. Like I cannot wait. I definitely will be watching.
Please.
Okay, so as a young man in Elushini being here, we can see how there is so much problems that we are facing here, socio-economic issues that we are facing right here. How did you rise above that? Inking as well, speaking in house, like right here, Daveyton.
The problems are the thing, right?
Yeah.
But I think the best way to go about things is focus on yourself, do your thing. Socio-economic issues will always be there, and it can't be an excuse or you're not doing anything. So the only way to get out of this whole thing is if you do your own thing, focus on yourself, build, and find a way out. There's always a way out. It just depends on how much you want it.
Right.
So socio-economic issues, they're a thing, they exist, and they're bad for us, but
there's nothing you can do about them, but except for move forward.
Move forward and find a way around it, and maybe when you made it, then come back and worry about socio-economic issues, because then you have the means.
Exactly. Okay, so where do we find you, like in terms of the spices?
So the address is 5649 Eastland Street, Daveytontv. We are on Facebook, we are on Instagram, TikTok, Spiceman. And that's how you can get the spices. This is our store, and
it's quite a cozy little store. I love it. Okay, so where do we get your podcast? When do we get like your podcast? Where do we watch?
Yeah, so on YouTube. So I used to have this YouTube channel, and I used to like do some other type of content, and it got to a point where I got like 3,000 subscribers. It was faceless, but I grew that type of content, and I decided, you know what, I'm just gonna delete everything and start afresh, switch it up to make it about this thing. So YouTube, that's where it's gonna be dropping. And the date, I'm not quite sure about the date because it's a lot of work, and so this editing and stuff. It's a lot of work, and I want to maybe drop episodes when already I have like 5 or 6 they're already pre-recorded, so I can be consistent with it while I'm working on new ones. So on YouTube, and obviously on all social media platforms, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok.
Okay, so what's the name of the page?
For dates, so there's the name of the page for this. It's the Blaze Foods, just the Blaze Foods everywhere across all platforms. And then for date, on YouTube it's Date Diary of a Township Entrepreneur, and then Facebook Diary of a Township Entrepreneur, Instagram same thing.
Okay.
So
okay, I love it. So quick fast before we actually leave, a word of advice to the youth that are actually watching this and just want to make themselves something, but they do not know.
I don't like giving advice.
Why? Motivation,
I don't like giving advice. All I can say is do it for you.
Oh, okay.
Do it for you, and then you can worry about everything else when you sort it. Just do it for you, and look yourself in the mirror and ask yourself if this is the version of yourself that you're happy with.
Powerful.
And if not, then you need to do something. That's all I can say. And most of the time you find that we aren't really happy with who we are, and there's a lot we can do to change that. And
okay, that was powerful. So look at yourself in the mirror. Is this the version that you're happy with?
Am I happy with me?
You know what, guys? I have learned a lot about different every day, and I love the fact that I am learning every single day of the week. With that being said, we are Daveytontv Siphakathi elokishini eKasi, enjoying the sights and in Dawoje, because it has so much beauty, guys. It has so much beauty. We are such a beautiful people in that thing. So let's continue supporting each other, guys. Please do come through here and buy some passes. you know. You pay good like a man's.
Yeah.
So just use this. And also for health reasons.
It's healthy, man. It's a good substitute for these things that they're really consuming. It's very good.
Exactly. So we will see you on the next episode. I'm so happy. I cannot wait for your podcast. I will be buying some spices. We trolley, guys, to buy spices. I absolutely love food. With that being said, guys, bye.